Bonjour tout le monde. Bienvenue à la classe de français. Today we're going to review the French alphabet, l'alphabet. As I go through each letter, repeat after me. A, A. B, B. C, C. D, D. E, E. F, F. G, G. H, H. E, E. J, J. K, K. L, L. M, M. N, N. O, O. P, P. Q, Q. R, R. S, S. T, T. U, U. V, V. W, W. X, X. Y, Y. Z, Z. Okay, let's take a look at the alphabet one more time. A couple of things I would like to point out. First, be very careful with the letters G and J. They basically sound opposite from the English version. So here we have J and G. So J for the letter G and G for the letter J. Another tricky thing is the letter I. The letter I is pronounced E. E. Another tricky thing is the letter E is pronounced and the letter R is air, air. Okay, so one more time, we'll go through the alphabet. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, E, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now, as you've probably noticed, there are some accents in the French language, les accents français. So we're going to quickly go through the names and purposes of those accents. First, we have accent aigu, accent aigu. And the accent aigu is only going to show up on the letter E. And what it tells you is that that E should be pronounced with the sound A, like éléphant or Sénégal. Okay, it's A. So we pronounce that accent aigu. So we would call this right here, accent aigu. The next accent is the accent grave. Accent grave. I always think of this one as a grave. It's going down into the ground like a grave. Accent grave. You will see the accent grave above the E, the A, and the U. When it's above the E, it gives an sound like zèbre or the name Ève or élève, élève. So note that when it's above the A or the U, it actually changes the meaning of the word. It doesn't change the pronunciation, it changes the meaning. So if you see down below here, we have the word ou, where you have an accent grave above the U, which means that's the word where. But if we don't have the accent grave, ou, that's the word or. And down below, we have a with an accent grave means to, also means at or in, or a means has without the accent. So again, that is called the accent grave. The next accent is called the accent circonflexe. The accent circonflexe, it looks like a little hat. You can see here pâté, forêt, île, hôtel, and flute. This accent can show up over any vowel. It does not change the sound of it, and it is typically related to a word in English that usually has an S in it. So, for example, hostel or forest or île, like island, île. So it's just a spelling accent. Next, we have the trema, le trema, and you will see the trema over the E, the I, or the U. And it appears when you have two vowels that are next to each other, and it tells you that you have to pronounce the vowels separately. So you can see down below here, we have the word for Christmas, Noël, Noël. And so we have to pronounce the O and the E separately. Or the country of Haiti, Haiti, Haiti. So you have to make sure you pronounce the A and then the E, Haiti, separately, the trema. Next, we have la cédille, and this is a little hook thing that you see here at the bottom of the letter C, and that's the only place you're going to see la cédille, and it basically tells you that the C in that word should have an S sound. Okay, so like in the word français, français, which is the word for French, français, we give that a nice S sound. And in the word ça va, we give it a nice S sound. Because typically when a C comes in front of an A in French, it would have a K sound. So when we want it to have a S sound, we put a cédille on it. Okay, so once again, the accents in French, we've got accent aigu, accent grave, accent circonflexe, cédille, and trema. So when you're spelling something that has this in it, you would say accent aigu, accent aigu, accent grave, accent grave, e circonflexe. Oftentimes people don't say accent circonflexe, they will just say e circonflexe, cédille, cédille, and trema, trema. So again, you can see you say the letter followed by the name of the accent. Merci, au revoir.